Traditional video game companies will never really embrace NFTs. A lot of people have said to me, well, you know, some of these AAA titles, they've been doing it. I would say nothing that those AAA titles have done are actually NFTs. NFTs don't come with 2 pages of restrictions, right? That's not an NFT. If it says you need to play this game for 100 hours to be entitled to trade, or it says these are the marketplaces where you're allowed to trade it, that's not an NFT. That's just a virtual item.
One of the things that clicked with me at the North American Bitcoin Conference in January this year, you said that we may see these AAA game companies, these entities, whatever, implement the tech. It won't be done in a way that is really true to what the idea, what we're supposed to be working towards. And the ones that are actually going to become the titans are new. You may have not even heard of them yet.
I'll explain why that has to be the case. Now, I've been around the technology space for over 30 years. I've watched a lot of new technology platforms get implemented, particularly in video gaming. And, you know, if you go back to the 70s, there were arcades. And then from there, we had PC-based games. And then from there, we went into console, and then to browser-based, and then to mobile, and now to blockchain. And in each time when this new platform has been made available, the people who embrace it first in the gaming space are the indies, the independent game developers. They're the ones who experiment, and they're the ones who always have a huge lead. And it makes sense because the AAA game companies, they've got a lot to lose. Mm-hmm. They've got $1 billion franchise. You don't just port your game that you're making a lot of money on over to a new platform and hope it works. So what they do is they let the experimentation take place. They see what business model in this new platform works. And then what they'll typically do is they'll try to build their own, but usually they just buy a studio that figured it out. And so if you are a game developer, I think you're always better off waiting a little bit for a new platform to be released, and then try your game building skills on that thing. Because if you're successful, there's really not a lot of competition, right? Because there's just not that many people who know how to use that technology. And so that's the reason why it's easy. It was easy for me to say the big successful blockchain-based game studios are going to be all native blockchain studios. They're not going to be big game companies that experiment. It just never works that way.